I love when the air conditioner is on again. Turn down my phone before it is too late and causes an echo. I did it. Let in. Okay, I think we're going. I think I might turn my phone down a little too much to compare. Yeah, I think we're good. So, hey, we're back again with more Monkey. So, I'm still trying to process a lot of things that have happened this week so far. Mainly the Direct, and also Wanye's Minecraft server that he streamed some of today. And it's by far one of my favorite streams in that little series. I don't want to say of all time, but it's definitely in the top 10. It's definitely up there. And I will admit I enjoyed the Wanye stream more. I still am at best very mixed about that Direct. It feels like there wasn't that much I really was interested in outside of things I was already going to get anyway. I will admit, though, upon further reflection, and remembering that Wanye did in fact play the first one, and he did react very excitedly to the second one being announced. Iku Niku. And it is $2 now on the eShop. It'll probably be like that for a little while, so probably when I'll probably pick it up when I get. I'll probably get that while getting the Switch 2 upgrade for Kirby. I don't know if I'd be streaming it, but I definitely will play it. But anyway, while we're just talking, might as well just get into the actual levels. They're just sitting here for 5 minutes doing nothing. I do enjoy a good ramble. I do enjoy a good ramble, so can you blame me? Let's make sure nothing else is on the audio. There we go. It's just me and the game. Just like anyone really want one of these. So, if you were here for the last Donkey Kong stream, you may remember that I had one of the worst times in my whole time playing this game. It was absolute misery because there were a few levels in particular that really grinded my gears. We start off with the Mole Train boss. That was an absolute nightmare, and I had to look up how to do that to any notable degree. Then there was that one spider chase level, which I did not enjoy. I remember being somewhat okay when I actually had other Kongs to help, and it wasn't just DK. And I feel like I only got through that because modern mode gives you an extra heart for mirror mode, as opposed to just being a don't get hit at all challenge. Which I suppose makes it better, but my god, it was not fun. It was not fun at all. I did not enjoy that at all. And then we followed it up with my least favorite temple level, which I think overall took less time to beat than the last one. The World 4 one I think took less. I think the World 4 one took more time. But I think I had more fun playing that one. Not just because I had the major clutch moment at the end of that stream where I got in the last possible try and all that. Now I decided to be like, I'm not playing any more of this tonight because I want to end on a high note. And good thing I did, because the friggin' moles would have ruined it. But there you go. That is indeed something. I feel like I'm missing Kong letters. I feel like I'm missing Kong letters. Ow. Guess I'll find out. And then I was worried about the World 5 boss, because that one was one of my least favorite bosses in the whole game, and I was very confused on how I was supposed to hit the dang thing at first. And then after I managed to get the first hit on it on one of my attempts, the rest of the fight was really easy, and the freaking the boss did things I swear it didn't do on the first run. I'm still not gonna say I like that boss, but it's definitely an improvement. Not like it's necessarily hard. Either way, it's at least better than the stupid moles. There's the O. I knew it. I see. I thought I could just keep jumping and not sink in, but no. DK's jumping just doesn't freaking work at all in tar. I think I had the exact same issue before, and I think I just used my Kong friends to glide on over, but I can't do that this... How did that hit me? Game, you're already testing me. You just start... Game, you're really testing me. We just started. This shouldn't be that bad. It really shouldn't be that bad. I don't know why it's starting off with such a struggle. Oh well. So yeah, I think the worst of it is generally behind us. At the very least until we reach the final boss. Because I think the final boss is gonna give us some trouble as well. So how the heck am I supposed to get this without friends? If I do this... Oh, there we go! I thought I wouldn't make it and I'd just be stuck. The answer is, I'd be fine. No. Sorry, balloon, can't grab you. As much as I want to. Go back. At the checkpoint. Thank you. Alright, so... I think the worst of this is behind us. I think it is. At least until we reach the end game part. The rest of the main game might be generally okay. There's that one bonus stage that you have to clip to the top of the skull to get to. I don't think there's a hole in the back. Might as well do it. Also, I'm realizing that the bonus stages are also mirrored. You never need to do the bonus games if you got all the puzzle pieces in your main run, because they are connected. But it is cool that your mirror mode shader of sorts works with this. It doesn't matter. I got all the bananas. I got the 1-up, and I already had the puzzle piece. So who cares? You totally clipped that skull. I don't see an opening. All the knock letters? Uh-oh. 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 Never mind. Never mind. So, yeah, I'm overall in a better mood today than I was during the Direct. A, the internet's not causing bullshit anymore, like it was. But also, just because today was just a lot more fun in general. Because I don't think the Direct really had much to offer for me. And, like, I understand stuff like a 3D Mario would be unreasonable, because we have... stupid roll jump! Shit. I understand, like, a 3D Mario and, like, half the stuff on the bingo card were unreasonable. Which is kind of the point. I don't want bingos to be super easy. But, like... at the very least, whenever there's a Direct, even if it's one where I'm generally, like... generally kind of bored or just don't really care about a lot of it, there's at least usually one thing that they announce that I'm super excited for still. Or at the very least, it has my intrigue, and I'm like, okay, I'll get this. Like, I guess retroactively, I guess Piku Niku did that. Now that I'm more aware of it, and such high recommendations from Wanye. The original game is super cheap on the eShop right now. I'll pick it up when I get Kirby. But, like, I can't really say most of the Direct really had stuff I wanted. Because, like, it started off with Rhythm Heaven again, which I will greatly appreciate, and I'm glad there is more stuff to it. But I was already gonna get that after the announcement back, like, over a year ago, when they first showed the game. And I'm like, okay, I like the frogs. The multiplayer's kind of neat. I wasn't expecting, like, a rhythm RPG thing. That's also neat. Like, I was already getting this anyway. Nice you to show more off. Feels like you do have some care going into Rhythm Heaven again. Which I expect from a big revival of a series, I suppose. Makes sense. At least it's something new, unlike with Star Fox, where it's kind of a weird, like, half-and-half scenario. Whoa! I held down! It's like, it's not a remake of anything. There are definitely some Rhythm Heaven minigames from the past in there, but it's not every single one. There is some variety, there's still plenty of new things. They start off by showing a lot of the new things, so, you know, it makes sense. It's kind of like Mega Mix again, but to less of a degree. Because Mega Mix had, like, my god, get up there! My god. This tar mechanic is garbage. My god, you have, like, no time to get out of that if you fall in. You might as well just jump in the tape. Like, this little bit here's supposed to save you, and then, like, you're still not really safe. What the heck? An awkward mechanic. But, like, Mega Mix's whole thing was that, like, they had a lot of the games from the other Rhythm Heaven games, and then some new ones in there for good measure. It's kind of like, I guess, like the... I guess to that degree it's kind of like the newest Mario Party, where there is some new stuff and also plenty of old stuff as well. It's not full rehash, there's still plenty of new content. It feels like a general celebration of the series, basically. This definitely has more original stuff, but there is still plenty of the classic games in there as well. Because, you know, Rhythm Heaven games do, like, their occasional sequels to things, but, like, you know. Feels like it's a bit more, close to how, I guess, Fever handled it. Maybe the DS ones. I see ones, there's only, there's more than one, but, like, the DS one, had some sequels to the, Game Boy Micro games in it as well, so. Kind of feels like that old balance again. Which is nice. I'm not so good at like, talking about what I mean. I'm not exactly good with, communication. It's gonna make me seem like I'm a freaking LARPer. But no, I do enjoy me some Rhythm Heaven, so. Glad to see it get some recognition again in the modern day. But there was that, and I haven't played Donkey Kong Bonanza yet, but I do plan on getting it, and the DLC does not interest me with the limited time bullshit. So, no to that. Especially with how they just slapped in Mario and Luigi costumes to say that it technically coincides with the Mario 40th anniversary. It's like, okay. Now you're just stretching. That's a stretch and you know it. that's kind of pathetic, guys. Come on. Wish DK wasn't the freaking, like, I wish they weren't doing a whole bunch of, limited times with DK, because there's there's all the statues in the DLC, and then there's the DK challenge, which only goes for like 3 months, and if I don't get Bonanza by then, I can't do those challenges! I hate FOMO so much. But hey, maybe DK challenge will get a rerun eventually. Because this kind of feels like the same kind of thing that they do with what is it? What am I thinking of? The NSO icons, I guess. Where they do rerun those every now and again, just very rarely. I think they will rerun DK Challenge eventually. So I wouldn't be surprised if they came back and like had more stuff in it later. Or maybe they're using this as a test run and then, you know, it becomes a big thing later on for like a full-fledged achievement system. Well, I am doomed. I am very much doomed. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Something tells me this is not gonna end well. I will try though. Never mind, I made it. See, I can be good at this game. It's just that it's not good in the way the game really wants. You know? Like, I can't do the speedrun stuff they expect me to, because my god, that's ultra tight time trial nonsense. But like, I can save myself from perilous platforming mishaps somewhat effectively, at least some of the time. So I'm not a complete goof, you know? I can play this game somewhat okay. Well enough to matter. I just don't think I can handle the time trial stuff, because it's not built for that, really. And really, a lot of the problems I have with this game are just down to the game not responding well to turning around and the rolling sometimes. It's not responsive enough to really make the time trials feel good, I suppose. That's one way of putting it. There you go. Dang it. I'm just gonna ride it, because I'm not doing all that again for bananas. Whee! BK was very pleased with himself. But yeah, there was that. I guess now I can retroactively say that I will probably play Piku Niku 2. I will go back and play the first one. It's the power of the sales. Nintendo needs to learn that. They're not exactly good with... I looked away to check chat for 1 second, and then DK drifts off his own direction, I guess. Because that's how we're playing the game now, I suppose. But that's like 3 things. It's also good to see Kingdom Hearts 4 show up. Not because I'm a fan of it or anything, but like... I know that Kingdom Hearts, outside of its infamy with story stuff, is also infamous with being stuck in development hell for years. And good to know they seem to be on the right track to release it. And it's funny how they kind of stole the show from a lot of other stuff in the Direct. But, you know, generally not for me. Lots of JRPGs, lots of Souls-likes, one of which... no, I'm thinking of the Summer Game Fest that had the one that was just playing like the first 2 phases of a boss and calling it a trailer. That was pathetic. But a lot of them kind of do look samey to me. I've had that problem with a lot of JRPGs before, and now Souls-likes also seem to be having the same sort of problem. The art styles kind of mesh together a lot of the time. So... but there really wasn't anything else. And then people on Twitter were using stuff like Scott the Waz's clips. Like, Nintendo Vin's worst nightmare! Games! Like Fire Emblem and Xenoblade right there, and like... Tactical RPGs are definitely not my thing. If I can't play the freaking Mario and Rabbids ones, I'm not gonna be able to play Fire Emblem, dude. Like, that's not happening. If I can't handle the probably toned down XCOM that is Mario and Rabbids, I'm not gonna be able to play Fire Emblem too well, am I? It's like, that's not gonna go well for me. Like, I know people are gonna be happy about Fire Emblem. I'm just not one of those people. Did I get everything? I got everything, we're good. It's like, I don't know. And then there's Wii Sports Resort colonized by other characters that don't have the charm of Mii's. I do like the fact that's what, that's kind of agreed on, because it's supposed to be the Wii Sports Resort sequel we all wanted, except not really. And the Wii's are the Mii's are being shoved to the sidelines again, when Woohoo Island was kind of their place. So the internet took that in obvious directions, and I'm probably not getting that either. I'll probably load up Wii Sports Resort again, because it seems like it's a lot of the same stuff in that, except Wii Sports Resort had more character to it. And plus, as much as it controlled badly, I will appreciate dog frisbee more than I ever will thumb wrestling. So I know for a fact they're not going to bring in dog frisbee because A, they had to license the frisbee name again, and B, I don't think we've seen a dog in the Switch Sports style, and I don't want them to make one like that. I think it would look bad. So, So I'm not excited about Switch Sports again. And plus, Switch Sports 1 was known for having a lot of its content to show up in later updates because the game came out unfinished, basically. Which, very good sign. Very good sign. Probably gonna pull that shit again. I wouldn't be surprised. But I think it's just gonna be a worse Wii Sports Resort. So, I don't know. It's like, I don't even know the official name for those new characters, like Sport something. It doesn't roll off the tongue as much as Mii's do. Definitely one of the freaking cultural staying power. Seems now that Mii's are just being kind of relegated to Tomodachi life, and they're never going to be put in anything else again. Which makes me sad, because I do like the Mii's. I feel like a lot of the reason we saw Mii stuff at all on the Switch was because a lot of it was just Wii U ports, and they were on the Wii U a lot. And any chance they could, they removed them. Like, you can't use Mii's for your profile icons in the Galaxy games anymore. Which is annoying. It's really freaking annoying. It's little details like that, They're just missing now. It makes me sad. Doesn't help that Mii's are still buried in a side menu. And buried deep in the settings. We're never going to see it naturally. Stupid. Oh, I thought I was going to jump over that for sure. So, like, they're definitely... Next console generation, I don't think we're going to see Mii's again. Outside of stuff for compatibility, assuming they also still do the backwards compatibility thing, because they might still. But I don't think outside of compatibility stuff, I don't think we're ever going to see Mii's again. I know I said that about the Switch, but like, it definitely does hit home harder now. Worth it. Worth it to make that jump. That did not touch me. I would make that clear. The hitbox on that is garbage. I don't know what the awkward hitboxes. This game and the awkward hitboxes, it's kind of a trend. I don't like it. Can't say I'm a fan of that. And then there's the Star Fox, which I already talked about being kind of weird. They shoved it off into a Shadow Drop Direct, for the most part. I hear people who play the demo really enjoy it, but I know Star Fox fans are kind of upset because it's basically Star Fox 64 again. There's Ocarina of Time remake, which I'm also not really caring too much about because I don't know, it was just the fact I've been playing a lot of randomizers of the original game or anything, but I feel like the game doesn't need to be remade again because they already remade it on 3DS. I don't think you're gonna really top it. So I don't know. Like if it was either a big reimagining or it includes the Master Quest stuff, maybe it'd be more worth it. But like if it's a full reimagining or it adds in some of the cut ideas from when they were making it before, or if they bundled in freaking Master Quest or something, because that's not on it still. That's still stuck on GameCube for the most part, I think. I don't think. Maybe it was released to some other extent, but I'm pretty sure it was stuck on a freaking promo disc for Wind Waker or something. So I don't know. It's nice to have that be more accessible. Like they can maybe do what Rayman's doing and have like the remake of Legends and also bundle in Origins as well. Not really quite the same thing, but like, okay. At the very least, I could put on NSO or something as like a special thing. I don't know. But, you know, generally, the Direct didn't really have much. It didn't really have much that spoke to me. It's like, you need to play this sort of deal. A lot of it was just like, oh yeah, this, or I was already getting this. I need to be advertised that again, or whatnot. And I understand, like, you know, 3D Mario will happen eventually. Mario Maker with the Switch 2 mouse controls? Eventually. Not right away, but eventually. I was kind of banking on the fact it'd be a Switch 2 edition. But, you know. I cannot judge hitboxes when they're already jank as is. So I think I gotta come in there with at least an extra heart, and then just brute force it, because there's no way in hell I'm making it. The hitboxes here do not work for what they're trying to make me do. So yeah, a lot of the stuff I had in my Direct Bingo or stuff that was probably going to happen eventually, if not right away. Or, you know, long shots because I don't want bingos to be too easy. So I understand a lot of stuff in there was just long shots, but like, you know, it would have been nice to see Kirby at all. And Kirby would have been nice. Hell, I'll take the rumored Robobot port. I can't judge that. This is bad. Do not like this level. Remember, in the original game and in classic mode, you have to do this without taking pain damage. So it's super unreasonable. Yay! Still better than the moles. The moles were not fun. I was kind of hoping for maybe a little more from that Direct, you know? Because again, usually, even on Directs, I feel kind of lackluster. There's at least something that catches my eye and I'm excited about. Besides, ooh, I recognize that name! Yeah. But, besides that, there really wasn't anything like that with this one. It was mainly just name recognition. I know what a Xenoblade is, I just don't hate it. Got it. I thought I'd have enough time to make it, and I was worried I'd roll right on over it. Bonk or something. Yeah. I meant to speedrun this, by the way. I'm doing this a lot of the time. Definitely good for speedrunning and getting under, like, sub 30. It's probably, I don't know, some type of bullshit like that. Notice how that ball did not touch me. Yeah, I still took damage and died. The hitbox in this game have been jank since the beginning. And they did not iron this shit out at all. I think they would've. I think they would've. But they didn't. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to wait for the September Direct and hope that something good comes from that I actually want. There's not enough time to get through that. What the hell, game? So yeah. Oh, it's a safety area, bruh. That was level progress, dude. Why? Go! I saw it and I got scared. Yeah, I saw people online. I knew it was going to happen because even I brought it up being like, Nintendo fans were fear Nintendo games and everything. And there is this big gotcha and all that. And then someone makes a comment about it and Scott the Woz replies with, I didn't really like it either. So the person who made those clips also didn't like the Direct anyway. And yet people using the clips against him too. And they can't tell whether they're being serious and just don't know, or if they were just leaning into the bit. It's hard to tell. The internet's stupid sometimes. Like, that's how it was. So if Mr. Nintendo Fanbase Slander account didn't like it, then, you know, what does that say about the Direct? I do like that Arlo also made a comment about it, being like, I thought I understand you, but I guess I don't. I was kind of disappointed, what the heck? And then someone was like, you've mentioned this in the other direction before, where you think you understand Nintendo, but you really don't. And like, it's also my feeling as well, because there are plenty of things I expect to see from Nintendo. Or at the very least, there's enough there to where I can maybe make a pattern. And then as soon as I notice a pattern, they immediately change it up. The crazy thing is, a lot of people are saying that they're spoiled by the leaks. And like, yeah, the leaks are bad, and sometimes they're not really true and everything, but in the realm of AI leaks and just the internet being full of misinformation in general, even if there is a leak of something, I just never really fully take it seriously. Like, I'll put it on a bingo card, sure, but like, I'm not gonna fully expect it. Especially because the Wario announcement thing was also in a similar leak and did not show up either. Ocarina of Time one did, but you know, Wario did not. I would have been fairly happy if I saw a Wario thing, because we wouldn't have gotten WarioWare, I'm pretty sure of that. It would not have been a WarioWare game. So I would have been excited, but that could have been the thing. That could have been the thing. A new Wario Land, Wario World 2, a new Wario thing, just like something. That would probably have been my exciting thing that direct, but no, they didn't. They did not. Like, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna act like if you like Fire Emblem, you're just wrong. But like, no, I'm not gonna say that. Like, Fire Emblem is enjoyed by a lot of people. There's a reason they keep frickin' making it. But like, it's just not my style of game. It's not my style of game, so I'm not gonna be excited for it. And that entire game's legacy to me is gonna be the misspelling on Nintendo Today, back when the game was first revealed. So, you know, make of that what you will. I genuinely do not care. With a lot of series, I don't really care about too much. Just, you know, development history and just the overall story of their development interests me more than actually playing the games themselves. It's like, I still get to play Kid Icarus Uprising, and I did not really enjoy the NES one to the point where I tried to block it out of my memory. I almost did, based on what I said in the Direct. But, I'm not gonna act like I'm gonna go on my way to play a new one if it came out. Maybe I would. Maybe I would. But it probably wouldn't make me as excited as like a Kirby game outside of, hey, it's back from the grave, Nintendo's caring about their old series again. It's great to see that. Yeah. Kind of true for a lot of revivals, even for ones where I've never really played the games to any major extent. Like, I'm still happy that Spyro's coming back, you know? With a whole new game. So, you know, I'm so happy. Never really played a Spyro game. I played a little bit of Spyro 1, but not a full Spyro game. Most of my Spyro knowledge comes from other people playing the games. Like online reviewers, or I think C-Dude playing it for the D-Pad Archipelago like a month ago. He brought Pokemon Crystal this time. Can't even mention this most recent one, which just wrapped up, by the way. The D-Pad Archipelago consists of like 5 people, and we get done within a week. And then you have Perseverance, where everyone tones up their settings, and it goes on for half a year, and we aren't even done yet. We're definitely close, though, because one of the people who brought Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky is done with that game. And with the same straight up on that one, there's like 20,000 checks is exaggerating, but like there's a lot. And that game takes forever to clear out, so that one was inevitably kind of a brick wall. And it wasn't the first one as well, so... Again, Mystery Dungeon is a similar boat to Fire Emblem for me. Except it's more dungeon crawler than really tactical RPG. It's kind of a similar boat, I guess. Kind of a similar boat, but not really. I still wouldn't say it's my type of game. Not really. So yeah, Direct really didn't have much for me. And also saying something when, even when you're excited about the OT remake, that gets freaking mugged by Kingdom Hearts right before it. It's like, well, you kind of played yourself on that one. I mean, it makes sense that they put Kingdom Hearts 4 in the Direct over anything else, because they wanted to announce a Switch 2 edition. Because the game's been in development for so damn long, the Switch 2 is a thing now. So, obviously they're going to advertise the Switch 2 edition. It makes sense having a Direct for that. You know, instead of it being a thing where it's like, we're talking about it in the Xbox Showcase and you just happen to notice the Nintendo Switch 2 logo in the corner. It's not like that scenario. It's also kind of funny that I think they're releasing the first 2 Kingdom Hearts games properly on Switch 1 and not as a cloud thing. Which makes me question why they didn't just do that in the first place. It's like, you've proven now that you definitely could have, at least with the first 2. I would understand if maybe the third one was an issue. But, you know, the PS2 ones, you definitely could have put them on Switch directly. Like, nothing was stopping you from putting Kingdom Hearts 1 Final Mix on there with no real issue. You don't do that. Then everyone gets on your ass anyway because if you AI upscale art and it looks like shit, because Donald now has uneven hands. It's awkward as hell. And Square Enix doesn't really give a shit. And I can't forget Deltarune, which I don't care about personally, but I know Vix is a big fan. Chapter 5 got announced. It's like a proper thing. It'll be available soon. At least we know it's about done, basically. So, there's that. Vix is probably happy about that, but I don't really care that much. The whole Undertale series was burnt out for me with the first one because I wasn't too interested in the game because, you know how I am with most RPGs. And then, people just being really annoying about Sans the entire time, and like any possible enjoyment I could have gotten out of that game was just ruined for me. Not because of spoilers, but because of freaking Sans. The unfunny Sans memes that last like 3 years. So I kind of wanted nothing to do with it. I'm not gonna act like the Undertale games are terrible or anything. It's just like I didn't have that much of interest, and then people were really annoying. So no. I would rather not. I will admit, though, from what I've seen, the games themselves are very charming. Toby Fox's humor is definitely right up my alley. It's just like the gameplay itself. I don't think it's quite my thing. Not necessarily. And I do like the fact that his sort of humor and charm does show up in the actual announcements as well. Which brings up, someone made a little comic about their reaction to Deltarune Chapter 5 being announced in this. And they said it was it's like, what is this, Pikmin? And I'm like, Pikmin 4 came out 3 years ago. And now all the 4 mainline Pikmin games are all on the same console. We're still waiting on Hey Pikmin. I don't think most people care about that. But the 4 main games are all on Nintendo Switch now. You can play all of the main games. And they've been doing better on Switch than they have at any other time, really. Even the Wii, because the Switch makes everything sell. Nintendo understands this concept very well, so shit. So I don't know how you would confuse the design of the Pikmin, considering that Nintendo's trying to push them harder as a general series. I mean, didn't we just have a Pikmin short literally a few months ago? And by that I mean, at this point, probably near, like, 8 months ago at this point, because I think, I want to say Close to You was definitely after my last Branson trip, and that was in October. I think Close to You was after that. It was definitely within the last few months then. So, with that, the Pikmin 4 update, and Pikmin Bloom being a thing for the casual folks who just want a little walking companion app. It's like, Pikmin should be pretty recognizable, and you should know they don't have 2 leaves on their heads. You know? Like their big defining trait is that they're part plant. You should at least know what the plant looks like. Damn. That sparked a whole big thing on Twitter, because everything does. Even I'm a little annoyed on that, because even like, you know how much of a Pikmin fan I am. If you watch me play through the other Pikmin games, I've played through all 4 Pikmin games on stream. Because my big return stream to YouTube was Pikmin 3, where I tried the motion controls because I wanted to try practicing for Blue Juice %, which I did a few runs of as well. And Pikmin 4 happened, and I played that in full. And I played it in full again when the update came out. And then before Actually, was it before? I know the games came out before 4 did. I played 4 like, as soon as I possibly could. But I did play 1 and 2 on stream as well with their Switch versions. I think that the Switch version of Pikmin 1's the best version, but Pikmin 2, I think the Wii version is better. Not just because of the product placement, but just because... well, something felt off about the Switch version. I don't know why. Maybe it was mostly just the brand stuff. I'm not fully sure, but like... I think I just prefer the game with the brand stuff in it. It makes it feel a lot more like Earth, which is kind of the point. As you can see, the other games made it very clear. Whether it be through realizing there's a water bottle in the background of Forest Naval in Pikmin 1, or just all of the brand stuff in 2. It's like, hey, wait a minute. This is Earth in the far future when everyone's gone. And then Pikmin 4 happens, this weird alternate timeline thing where it's maybe not that long since humans disappeared, or maybe they're not gone yet, because Close to You exists, which shows humans and Pikmin in the same world, and not in a freaking commercial for 3. It's like... it's a whole thing. What? It's at least, it's common knowledge that Pikmin takes place on some form of Earth. The amount of time that passed since the current day is questionable. But it is Earth at some point in time. Pikmin 3's like globe that you use as the world map is based off of like a prediction of what Earth's gonna look like in hundreds of thousands, if not billions of years. Not Pangea Ultimate, right? Something where it's like, this is what scientists are projecting the Earth's gonna look like a long time down the road. They use that as like the basis for the world map in 3. Because it's meant to be a future where humans are all long gone. I forgot where I was going with this. Oh yeah, all the mainline Pikmin games are on Switch, and the latest Pikmin news we got was like a year or 2 ago. And Pikmin still gets stuff in like merch and announcements and such. It's like Pikmin's still noteworthy enough, you know? More noteworthy than it's ever been, actually. So, you know, Toby Fox's little mascot suit popping out of the dirt with a 2-leafed bud. If you thought that was Pikmin, that's entirely on you for being dumb. It's like, that is very clearly not a Pikmin. You should know that. They've been everywhere over the past couple of years. Actually, not the last couple, because 3 Deluxe came out in 2020. Bloom was around that time. I think that was like late 2019 even. No, that was not then. But they have Pikmin 3 Deluxe stuff in Bloom. It was probably like 2021 then. Then we had Pikmin 4 in 2023. With an update last year. We're on them. Pikmin 1 and 2 got ported over. Like right before Pikmin 4 launched. So the only Pikmin game is not on you know, like, I don't want to say only Pikmin game not on a console because Bloom isn't. It's integrated with Pikmin 4 specifically now, with the core stuff, but you know, it's not the game. The Bloom itself is not on Switch, obviously, just freaking obviously. How many times can I say obviously? But Hey Pikmin's the only game not on there, unless you want to count Pikmin Adventure from Nintendo Land, which is never getting ported over because of the gamepad stuff. They're never gonna make that work. Unless they want to do a thing with, like, using Game Share to replicate the gamepad, because Nintendo Land's already pretty multiplayer focused as is. But, like, some of those games just don't work without some form of gamepad. Because, like, the Mario Chase game in particular, that's not going to work without gamepad because the gamepad player plays as Mario. And you're not supposed to be able to see him on the minimap. So if he's on the minimap, you put it on the screen and know where everyone is. And he's on a separate screen as well, so you can't screen peek either. So that game just fundamentally only works with gamepad. And requiring a form of game share to make that work would be kind of ridiculous. Could be a good use for online play, I suppose, where the Mario player has a separate screen from everyone else, but even then, that is still not the best outcome. Because some games you can bring over from the Wii U without losing too much. All of the stuff, most things that were gamepad exclusive were either removed or otherwise altered for other ports. Because ultimately, they didn't matter too much in the long run. Like the boost run mode in Mario U, that's gone in Deluxe, because it doesn't really change much and no one really played that anyway. Does suck, those challenges are still Wii U exclusive, there's nothing they could do about that. Pikmin 3, the co-pad stuff all just appears on screen, like normally. So, the gamepad doesn't really need to be a thing for Pikmin 3. But with Nintendo Land, the gamepad is so integral for a lot of how those games play. I gotta go back. The gamepad is so integral to a lot of the games in Nintendo Land play that you can't really bring it over feasibly to Switch. The only thing I can think of is maybe doing a sequel to it, where you kind of maybe bring some of them back? I don't know. But it wouldn't be the original Nintendo Land. It's one of the few games that's stuck on the Wii U, and there's nothing they can really do about it. And it's a shame, too, because Nintendo Land's pretty fun. Just that, you know, can't really play it anymore, because no one really had a Wii U to begin with, and now that's all freaking gone. So, like, it's just, yeah. Maybe they'll find some solution. But, like, there's no real solution to it that would really be clean, really. There's no real perfect solution to bring Nintendo Land over. Like, maybe you could... Maybe it could be a thing where you can hook up your phone to it via the Switch app. Or it's a game share thing using an OG Switch, which not everyone might have. They have to make it a Switch 2 exclusive in that case, or require multiple consoles to play a lot of the game, and that just feels wrong. Especially because the Wii U, you just had the gamepad out the box. It's like there's no real good solution. They could have like a new peripheral for it. They wouldn't bundle with it. Then it'd be kind of like the Virtual Boy thing again. And we all know how that's been going over. They record all the promo footage on a normal freaking screen, but we had to pay $100 to get a freaking Virtual Boy casing, or like $20 to get cardboard to put our Switch in. And on top of that, a $50 a year subscription to play the games to begin with. That wasn't... What the fuck was that? Hold on a second here. What was that? Hang on. What the fuck just happened? I just completely clipped through the ground. Like, I should have just gotten hit by the crab and then moved on. But no, I like bounced off of the crab weird and I clipped through the floor. And then DK gets stuck in the air for a bit here before falling down and gets caught on something. What the hell just happened? What the hell just happened? Ew. That's a new one, guys. That's very much a new one. Is this a Donkey Kong game or a Sonic game? Ba-dum-bam. Wow, that was awkward. Talk about no perfect solutions, no perfect game either. I knew that when we went back. I knew it. I knew it would happen. I knew it. I was correct in my assumptions earlier. It's the wrong point in the level. The G you can't skip! Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear. Alright. So, yeah. Overall, long story short, one major tangent later, that Direct really just had nothing for me, and I could not care less. I'm saying as I'm talking about it for roughly an hour. 2 days after the fact. I definitely do care, but like, not for the reasons they want us to care. So, yeah, something definitely felt missing from that Direct. Something really did. I can't really say what it was. Maybe if the Ocarina of Time remake had some gameplay to it, considering it's coming out this year. It's coming out this year, so you'd think they'd have some gameplay ready for us, but no. This game's probably going to be coming out as the big holiday game of the year, as awful as that's going to be. It's better have something new be the holiday game, you know. God forbid I know how to make business decisions better than Nintendo. But what a freaking concept. But like, whatever. You think, because the game is launching this year, you'd think they'd have something ready to show for it instead of just a fucking teaser. The teaser would maybe make sense if it was next year, but we're talking a game that will release this year. You tell me you have no gameplay for that at this point? You tell me you have to wait for a fucking September Direct to see how the game plays? 2 months before it launches, probably? Whoa! Whoa! Why did my Joy-Cons disconnect? That was weird. Yeah, my Joy-Cons just suddenly disconnected for some reason. And like, it does that, and I thought the right controller was off, and then I looked down, and then I see the left one turn off after that. What the hell? What is going on with this game today? Like, did my Switch 2 just get hit by solar beams like that one Mario 64 thing, or what? That is twice now the game has done some really screwy things today. That is twice now the game's been acting really screwy. What the hell just happened? I don't think I've had the game just turn off my controllers like that. Because if I detach the controller from here, yeah, the turn off button is like inside the Joy-Con itself. You click it, and you have to turn it off. Like, I'll press it now, and the game will get mad. Yeah, see? And then left control also turned off. But I didn't push the button, and the button is obscured by the grip I'm using. I'm using the Switch 2 Joy-Cons in the grip. So it kind of replicates the Pro Controller. And it works pretty well, actually. It works pretty well. It's better than the Switch 1 grip, where the Switch 1 Joy-Cons are definitely a little small for me, I feel. They're the right size for me on Switch 2. The larger size is definitely better for me. But like, in the grip, the button is completely obscured. So it couldn't have possibly hit the button. So I don't know what just happened. It just suddenly disconnected the controller. No battery warnings. I know for a fact I charged it, not just because I checked and looked, but also because before stream I had the console docked with the Joy-Cons connected to it so they were charged. I wanted to make sure they were fully charged for today because I've been playing, I've been playing Pikmin 3 Deluxe recently, as you saw from the home menu. And then I've been playing Mario Kart World, so there's that. So my Joy-Cons have gotten some use. So I want to make sure they were charged, so that way nothing happened during stream today. And then that happens. I think the game is just doing some really weird shit today. Right, you have to go around that one. You can't just bust up through it. Right. Have to kind of remember how these levels go, because it's been a little bit... I did not mean to slip off. I tried to jump, you just didn't let me. Yeah, the game's been really weird. I know Switch 2 has a microphone. Maybe the console hears me, and it's like, you dare shit-talk Nintendo, we will shut off your console. Thus, the world as it will be in the new world order. I'm joking. I'm joking, but like, Nintendo's listening in using the Switch 2 microphone. If they hear anyone even dare criticize them for their awkward decisions and directs, they will shut off your controllers mid-game. It's a joke. It's 100% a joke. We are making fun of this concept. This is not a serious thing. Please do not get mad at me. I'm just playing games on the internet and the game is being really funny today. I'm just taking the opportunity to laugh. Hence the title, Laughing at Unrelated Things. I was gonna be talking a lot more about the Wanye SMP. The freaking Minecraft multiplayer world he's been streaming as of late. And I guess now they're doing the temple level and about to wrap up World 6. Oh, I think I remember. Was this the one with the rising lava? I think it is. I remember this one. This one had some dickish puzzle pieces in it. Yay! I don't think it's gonna be that bad though. You guys are here. I forgot about you. Whoa! But I'm not playing it myself because my laptop does not enjoy modded Minecraft. I think because of driver stuff, at the very least. And last time I upgraded my graphics drivers on this laptop, I had to uninstall them, and I forgot those spikes. I had to uninstall them or go back to some other driver version because the new version I downloaded just broke. Like every so often, this half the screen would flash white for no reason. So, that was fun. That's been fixed for a while. But, yeah. Needless to say, I'm paranoid about upgrading my drivers in case it breaks something. Especially because I stream for the internet, and I feel like having my laptop drivers actually work would be kind of a necessity. But, So I'm not playing, I'm just watching. Helps keep my stream streak going, so I've been watching 87 streams in a row. I'm not breaking that, so. But this particular stream of Minecraft multiplayer ate my inputs twice. But this particular stream is probably my favorite of his series so far. And if you don't, it's kind of weird to say I'll be spoiling freaking Minecraft multiplayer world. But it's so funny that out of the suggestion that I say, like, hey, Wanya, make it a highlight video on your YouTube. He's actually considering it. I think he actually will do it. But the VOD will be up on his Twitch for another couple weeks. He has his VOD channel, so you'll be able to watch. But the entire thing was freaking great. It was freaking hilarious, just from circumstance. The stream started off pretty usual with us talking for about half an hour, and then his computer crashes. Like, I think Flying Dragon shows up, and everything starts freezing up, and I think Wanya says, I think my computer is crashing, and then the stream just dies. The stream just dies and doesn't come back for like 5 full minutes. Oh no, Veeg showed up in the Twitch chat, and then after he shows up, the stream crashes. It was funny. The pure coincidence was great. But when he comes back, I need to remember how the stage works, and having it flip is actually messing with me more than you think it would. Yeah, things, you know, pretty much fairly enough, I guess. That's a bad way of putting it. English is hard when you're trying to both focus on this and also speaking is not exactly your strong suit. Can you believe that English is my first language? But around like 30 minutes into the reload for stream, I guess, things go really weird again, because one of the builds he has on the server is like, oh shit! One of the builds he has on the server is a lighthouse, but it's not really finished. The outside's all good, it has the light at the top and everything, so it looks good on the outside, minus all of the random pictures that have been flashed on it because memes. But, the inside is very much a, the best way to put it is a work in progress. It's kind of a mess. Because, that was where the bamboo farm initially went, so that's spread across the entire map now. There's no real good way up to the top of the lighthouse, so this like makeshift staircase is made out of random blocks, mostly dirt. And he just hasn't bothered to go back and improve it at all. And of course there's more meme stuff on the inside, like this giant picture of the grommet mug, which is funny. We enjoy that here. But, I'm like, hey, he's walking around me like, I'm just trying to find builds I can help with, and I can't really think of anything, And I'm like, hey, don't you still have the lighthouse you can finish? And he's like, oh yeah, I guess I could. Here's what the lighthouse looks like. And he starts to explain the history of the lighthouse and how the inside's very much like, all a mess. And he walks in the front door, and so there's other doors. He walks in the door, and there's just this sign stuck on one of the bamboo stalks in there, where there's a sign that says, Wanye, don't forget to add to the lighthouse. And, like, grammatically it generally makes sense, but there's so much room on the sign where it says add, that it seems like something else is meant to be there, and it's just not. And it became like this weird thing for like 10 minutes where everyone was looking at it and being like, what the hell is this sign trying to say? Add what? And then Flying Dragon enters and is like, hey, that's not what the sign says for me. The sign meant just adding floors and stories to the lighthouse. And like, Wanya and Splutsboy are looking at it like, how the hell is it saying that for you? It doesn't say that for us. Because with the texture pack or some other resource that Wanye and the general team have been using, for some reason putting slashes for stuff on signs, I assume anyway, causes the sign to not load the text it's touching. So it's floor/stories, which is in the slash. We have the slash in the middle, right? Don't forget to add floors/stories. But it didn't load floors/stories for Wanye or Splutsboy for some reason. And that was like a whole trippy event in its own right, and it became kind of a bit of a meme I kind of forced it a little bit, because it was my fault why he went in this lighthouse to begin with. Because he would have not gone in the lighthouse if I wouldn't have said, hey, maybe you could work on improving the lighthouse some, because you have nothing else you can do. That kind of became a thing for a bit. And then, you know, we sort that all out. Flying Dragon fixes the sign, much to our dismay. But it was still a very funny thing. And then around, I want to say a half hour later, there's another build that Wanye has where it's the Krusty Krab. And he wants to put the big sign out front of him. You know, the big clamshell and everything. So he's building that. And I think he's trying to like, think about what blocks that they could use to build it. And someone mentions pink stone as a possibility. Like, do we have a pink stone? And then Wanye's like, what's pink stone? And someone in chat's like, it's pink. And for some reason, that absolutely broke Wanye and put him in a laughing fit for a solid 10 minutes while he's trying to build the freaking Krusty Krab sign. And he's just losing his mind the entire time. He's trying to build this freaking clam sign while just having a laughing fit about the phrase, it's pink. Just someone giving him a literal answer to his question about what pink stone is. I make a joke about we found Wanye's kryptonite, we found his weakness, and then someone brings up that pink kryptonite does exist in the comics and it makes Superman gay. Which you can tell it was a comic that was made in like the 50s. you can tell. It's a little weird moment in Superman history. But that was kind of a side thing. We were still laughing about Wanye having a hysterical fit about just being told that pink stone is pink. And just losing his mind about it for 10 minutes. And then at one point during his laughing fit, like, I want to say Splus Boy or someone else, I don't know if they try to join or they try to place a block. It isn't working right with Wanye's Minecraft instance, but it crashes. He gets forced out of the server. And he comes back, but his mic is not working in-game. He's freaking like, can anyone hear me? Hello? Can someone hear me? He's trying to troubleshoot that for us all like 3 minutes. And like that was a whole thing. So like all that finally dies down. He's showing off his Markiplier museum. There's a bunch of images of Markiplier and various memes related to him. Because it's the funny thing that he's doing. The Markiplier Mausoleum. It's spelled M-A-H-R in reference to his friend Mar. Same Mar that's referenced in Super Natalia 67. Which I am the current world record holder. The world record holder for the 80% category. And no one's even tried to contest it for like 2 months, and I'm kind of sad about that. But hopefully Wanye participating in the troll level contest thing will bring more attention to that. Considering that DGR played it on stream and had a blast with it. And then it's like, do you have like, any more games we could try out someday? He's like, yeah, here you go. And Wanye links his itch.io page, which has Nutalia on it and everything. So we might be seeing a big resurgence, which is fun. You'll love to see it. Super Nutalia 67 is a pretty good game. But little fun little thing it is. It's nice. A lot of the inside jokes might go over your head because a lot of it is just based around the Ratatouille speedrunning community, but it's still fun. It's still a fun game. So there you go. Play it. It's a good thing you can play that from kill an afternoon. It's great. But yeah, like he does that for a little bit. He was exploring again a little bit. At one point, he was talking about this trip to Sweden he went on. He went to this city that I cannot pronounce, nor can I spell, because I am not Swedish. So I'm not even gonna try. I'm gonna butcher it. But, like, one, he has family there, so he visits there for a vacation, and Splotch Boy tries looking up the city and finds results for Finland, and tries calling Wanye out about it, being like, that's not from Sweden, it's from Finland. I look it up on Google, it's telling me Finland. And it goes into like this huge argument for like a solid like 5 to 10 minutes, where there's arguing back and forth, being like, what are you talking about? I was there. I know this city exists. And Splotch is like, no, I looked up on Google. Google says Finland. It puts the pin in Finland. And one is like, no, it was in Sweden. I know it's in Sweden. He takes a screen capture and puts it in the game using the camera mod and just puts it on a freaking mountain on a random hillside. He's like, look, right there. It is on Sweden. And Splotch Boy is like, that's not what it says on my screen. Google's telling me Finland. He puts a freaking screenshot of his thing on there. And Wanye is like, he must be just really bad at Googling things. It's like a whole argument, like, for 15 minutes. And like the end of the stream. And what the heck? It was great. It was a great experience, and I'm not doing it justice by talking about it here and explaining all stuff. Go watch it. It's Wanye SMP stream number 6, specifically the second one, because Wanye does not stitch these together in the VODs, and will not label them part 1 or part 2 for some reason. But yeah, specifically look for the one that's an hour and a half long, not the half-hour one. Half-hour is pre-crash, hour and a half is post-crash. And Wanye does not care to stitch them together for the sake of ease of viewing access, I suppose. It's a tad bit annoying, but there you go. You can watch it. By far, my favorite stream of the entire Wanye SMP saga. Most of the SMP stuff has happened off-stream, because it's just kind of a casual thing he's doing with his Discord server. So maybe about like 12 hours of the supposed like 3 weeks this has gone on have actually been streamed. But the bits that we have seen as stream watchers has been quite fun, and it's very enjoyable. And the sixth stream in particular, technically 7th, is my favorite. Yeah, it's funny. I love the Wanye community. I'm glad to be a part of it. I'm glad to have been a part of it since... What's it been? Like 4 years? At least? Maybe closer to 4.5? So I think I first found Wanye when I was up late in the middle of the night, like 4 years ago. Or in like February of that year. And I was just sick. I got sick. It was not fun. Couldn't sleep. Felt like I was roasting. Just sitting at Grandma's house. He was playing Mario Wii, and he was specifically on the raft riding level in World 4. No, not World 4, World 5. I keep thinking World 4 because it's the forest level, and I associate that with World 4 because of the OG new Super Mario Bros. You know, I'm helping him out, playing the game, giving him advice. Looking at the rest of the game, and eventually just going back to the star coins too, which I don't think he was originally going to do until I showed up, and I helped him get the rest of those. And the highlights still have not gone up yet for that, despite the fact it's been so long. Don't know what one is doing. Mostly been edited for so long, and nothing's come of it yet. He was supposed to make little tweaks to my editing, and then post it, and it's been how long? So. Let's hope whenever I finish the Insane Trilogy highlights, the same thing doesn't happen there. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. Knowing Wanye, it might. Knowing Wanye, it very well might. But yeah. As we're wrapping up the Start Point Hunt, he's going through World 8. He gives me mod, because I've shown up to almost every one of his streams to help out with new soup, and he mods me. Partly, I think partly because of a bit, honestly. I was not like a major regular until I discovered him, I guess. I wasn't one of the Wanye OGs or anything. You know, things happen. I became a moderator in Twitch chat. We've done some events together. It's been fun. I'm very glad we're friends. Wanye's got a great community. And I'm glad I get up in any way I can. Even if it's not as direct as, you know, Splus does whenever he makes games with him. I'm not that kind of high level or anything. The best I can do is show up to the archipelago stuff and hope my laptop doesn't freaking explode. So, you know, it's a thing. It's a thing. Ooh, that was close. That's the level, baby. There we go. All it took was talking about how much I appreciate Wanye's friendship. The orb of friendship has been obtained, and I am very happy. But yeah, Wanye is a great guy. I recommend his streams. He shows up every now and again in the stream chat here. But he's from the Netherlands. I'm from the U.S. Time zones are a bit of a pain. I stream at like 3 o'clock in the morning for him, so... Okay, it's probably close to like 1 or 2 a.m., but like, he's not as much of a night owl as I am, so... You know, he can't stay here as long normally. Like, he sometimes shows up for Nintendo Direct reactions or some other events that happen during the middle of the day for me, but, you know, not for most of the general streams. Not for most of those. But yeah, I recommend checking out his Twitch, his YouTube, his Istio page. He's a fun guy. I do like him a lot. I should have recolored the boss. I put on the thumbnail here. I should have recolored him purple to match. So I don't think we have an official render of this particular version of him. So I probably should just color change to make him purple. It's like, close enough. We have Fugly at home. So like, yeah. But I'm not exactly known for super high effort. Wanye's known for putting effort into things to make it look low effort. I just don't have, I just don't put effort into it most of the time. I'm just more low effort. I will never be him. Oop, I forgot about this part. What? What? Game, you're being finicky again. I do not appreciate it, game. It's not great. I don't enjoy that. It's sad. I really was enjoying this game a lot, and I did recommend it before, and now you're playing it with the signs of a heart spawned, but it did not. Now I'm very sad. There we go. I was recommending this game. I was having a great time with it, and then the game starts doing this stuff. And now I'm a bit sour to the experience! I just think it's fine casually. If I were to put it in terms that I think a lot of people understand, you guys remember the Completionist, right? Back before he got canceled for charity bullshit. I don't remember if it was fraud or what, but charity did not go well, basically. His poor actions. Fucking hell. But he had a rating system where he would 100% every single game he played, and he would talk about, like, is this something that's worth 100%ing, or just beat the game, or just don't even play it at all? This would be a game I would say finish it. Because complete it, I think, is just way too much for the general person to handle, and the game is not fine-tuned enough to make it work. But like, you know, at least going for Kong letters and puzzle pieces at most should be enough. At least going for like the puzzle pieces and Kong letters is probably enough for most people. Mirror mode, if you want a challenge, don't even bother with time attack. It's not gonna go well for you. But yeah, I think the game's generally fine, but it has its moments where I get a little confused about why it does the things it does, and I'm not a fan. The hitbox is being screwy, and the awkward responsiveness of the controls! I tried. So yeah, mirror mode makes a lot of the flaws of the game show up a lot more. And then they add a turbo mode to this, I don't understand at all. Why is that a thing in this? Oh, the delicious. I've seen people actually come out recently and say that Return is actually their least favorite DKC game, and I suppose I get it, but you know, until I play the original trilogy, which I actually probably will pretty soon. Maybe not for stream like I was originally maybe planning to, but just because I want to do the DK challenge stuff for the games I do have, which is NSO stuff. I don't have Bonanza yet. I hope to get Bonanza soon. I might get it pretty soon. I don't know if I'm gonna stream it. Don't get me wrong, I do wanna play it. I definitely do. I don't want every game I get to be something I stream. And given... Obviously, whenever I get Rhythm Heaven, I'm not streaming that because I'm gonna be focusing too much on the music and focusing on the rhythm and everything to actually talk. Okay, fuck you, game. Like, I'd be quiet so much during that stream, it would just not be the best stream game. I would not be streaming Rhythm Heaven. That'd be my own personal enjoyment. But like, I feel like a lot of the games... I feel like a lot of games I don't want to actually stream myself. I feel like DK's jump height's a little bit too low in order for us to be reasonable, you know? But, I'll probably play Bonanza off stream. Honestly. I talk sometimes about having like a hard time choosing what games to stream. Like that's still definitely the case. Like, as much as I do want to stream Donkey Kong Bonanza, I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Shit. So I have the rest of this, which will last a couple weeks, and I'm gonna be playing Kirby. And then by the time this wraps up, which will probably be like, you know, mid-June, I play Kirby, which will probably last me at least not a month, maybe a little longer than a month. It probably gets at least Why? Why, game? Why are you like this? Hello? This is why I think this game needed a bit more of a rework. Make DK jump a little higher. Fix your hitboxes. But, yeah. I might stream it, I might not, I don't know. But, like, most of the games I've been getting nowadays are games that I've been streaming instead of actually just playing normally. Yeah. And I feel like I gotta have at least a few games that I just stream on my own time. Just not stream. I want to have games I play just because I want to play them, you know? I don't want to force myself to stream every game I get. Is the thing. And I feel like a lot of the games I've been playing recently are games that I've been setting aside specifically for stream, and it's not exactly the best, I don't think. I think it'd be nice to have a game that I just play for the sake of playing by itself. It's like, I do like streaming these games, don't get me wrong. These like 2-hour bursts are nice. It's a nice little pace, don't get burned out. My genre's been okay, and for stuff like Pokemon, I'm definitely streaming Pokemon. It's like, when Generation 10 comes out, that's gonna be a stream thing. Like with the Gen 9 DLC, like with Legend ZA, I will definitely stream one of the Gen 10 games. Don't know which one I'm playing yet. I still haven't fully decided. I'll probably have an easier time deciding when we get closer to the actual release next year. We'll see. But, yeah. As we get closer to time, maybe I'll make a decision about that. And even then, I probably want to play it by myself. Take me. Take me, because your hitboxes are garbage. So yeah, I wanna have some games that I play just for my own personal enjoyment. Not to force myself to stream them and have them go on for months on end. Just for me to play. You know? That is bullshit. Take me. So, like, I think Bonanza, for a first-time playthrough, I don't want to just play 2 hours and be done with it for, like, a day, and be done with it for a week, and all that. I want to just play through the game. It's like, Tears of the Kingdom, I played on my own time because that game is super long, and I wanted to experience it fully without having to force myself into constraints with the streams. Fuck you, game! What the hell? What the hell are these hitboxes, man? Fucking game! This boss is bad because the hitboxes are broken. The hell? And again, damageless is a thing in this game. In the original version. If you're time trialing, you have to do it without within the jump roll, but you have to hit them as soon as possible. At least there you get health and tongs to help you. You're not doing very damage run of that, at least. It's annoying. Cannot possibly dodge that because the game does not give you enough room, so I can't dodge roll that one. So I have to jump manually at least once, so I might as well just do it in the beginning, and even then, it's still a pain in the ass. Thanks, game, you're designed very well. What the hell was that noise? I think something's up with our plumbing. Why the hell would our plumbing just go squeak, 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 squeak super loudly? I sometimes hear thunks, but never had a super loud squeak like that. What the hell? It was very weird. It was very weird. Very distracting. Sometimes it works. I don't understand why it sometimes doesn't. Yeah. Fuck off, game! This boss sucks too. All the bosses here range from kind of alright to absolute garbage where they don't just hand you healing items the entire time. They're better when you brute force them, which is a problem. That shouldn't be the case for a boss fight. Ew. didn't even touch it, by the way. This hitbox is being stupid again. I might skip this one and come back later, because I don't want to spend a half hour on this doing fucking nothing. I'm not even in the third phase, by the way. Bullshit. Take me. I said, why do you bump into me sometimes when I deal damage? Sometimes you hit me, sometimes it's a bump, and I don't know what causes it. Yeah, just... If it was classic mode, I would have stopped a long time ago. Fuck off. This bus success, like most of them do. If this isn't... Honestly, I'm low-key saying it's about as bad as the mole fight. It's about as bad as the mole. I'm sad to say it. The hitboxes just don't work. What the fuck?! How is that me touching the shell? I hit his back! And it was unarmored! Game, what the hell?! Why?! And why can't I skip this cutscene for a solid 5 seconds every time?! Don't even try to hit him. Oh, now you don't close instantly when I jump over you. That's weird, isn't it? And that time it didn't hurt me? Game, why? Explain to me how you work. Spoiler alert, the game doesn't work, that's the problem. See? See? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with this game, man? Why is it so broken? My God! What the fuck is wrong with this game? I thought the worst was behind us. Apparently we're not even out of the friggin' woods yet. Fuck off! My God! If the horn wasn't there and the hitbox actually reflected that, it'd be fine. But I had to jump way higher than the game expects. Look, I cannot jump high enough to reasonably clear him half the time. And when I do, even if the shell's when its back is exposed, I still get hit by the fire somehow for no reason. It makes no sense. Why is this program like ass? Why can't I heal? I understand it's not gonna matter if you're playing classic mode because you have 1 heart anyway. I don't have 1 heart in this mode, so let me have the health. My jump got fucking eaten again! My jump got fucking eaten again! My God! Fuck you! This game sucks. Don't even finish it. Don't even buy it. Don't play this game unless you're using save states. My God. Garbage. Fucking garbage. No what? I remember seeing a lot of people saying, now you close instantly! What the fuck is your deal? This is why people said it was the least favorite. This is why they said it was the bad one. Why is it that every single game I fucking streamed lately makes me want to strangle my controller until it breaks? Just shatters in my hand. Why is every game like this now? What the hell? Now you're still long enough to jump on you. What's the deal? Why are you acting different this time? What the hell? What is your... Why? Why? My God! I should have let you use items at least, because fuck! The challenge isn't even the mirror mode, it's the fact you have to deal with the game's bullshit hitboxes, dude! So garbage! Oh God! Kirby would never do this to me. Every game I've played in the past, like... How long has it been? What the fuck was that?! How was I supposed to dodge it? I got hit by air! Fuck this game, dude! When are they gonna add the rewinds from NSO into this, man? It makes it bearable. Like, so many games I've played that made me freaking pissed off. The Game Boy Zeldas did it. Pac-Man did it. This game did it. Every game I play on this fucking stream only pisses me off for some reason. Monkey Ball. Can't forget Monkey Ball. Against garbage too. It's another reason why I want to feel safe and just play the games I know will be good. I don't want to try new things with the games and experiment and play new things because I just have this happen. I'm not like I could trust this one. I could trust DK to be good. I like Tropical Freeze. Didn't even 100% it, but I liked it. Oh my God. First I want to face, I'm going to lose instantly because the hitbox are garbage too. And now I have to... Okay, I thought you guys in the foreground. The fire guys in the fucking foreground. Fuck. I can't judge when to jump because even if I feel like I jump at the correct time, I still get hit by air that's slightly over him and I get hit anyway. So what's the point? And that shit happened! I hit his back! Did damage to him, but I still got hit! Stupid ass game! I unrecommend this game. I'm sorry. I unrecommend it. What the fuck? Stay open, you son of a... Oh my God! God, I hate this fight too. You all suck ass. What the fuck? I cannot judge you! How am I supposed to know when to jump over this whenever I cannot tell the distance because the game's hitboxes are garbage and it changes goddamn speed? Here. Wrong! Where's the reach right button when you need it? So unnecessarily precise. What the fuck? Remember, if you want 100% the game yourself, I'm sorry, 200%, if you want to play mirror mode in the original game, you have to start getting hit at all. And the game will not let you. The game will not let you do this without taking damage. Because it is evil! Not a good kind of evil where it's like, oh, you sneaky little devil. No, it's just evil. Unfair evil. If Kaizo Mario run for its money. How unfair it can be. Stupid. Fucking hate this boss. See, sometimes I hit it, sometimes I get hit from that. I don't know what the difference is. In my eyes, there is no difference. It's poor player feedback. Which, by the way, is bad game design. Woo! We love to see bad game design in every game I fucking play. My God. So ass, dude. So ass. So mad. Dodging it makes sense, it's just that it doesn't work. Most of it doesn't freaking work. Ah! I hate this boss with a passion! Most of it doesn't fucking work. It doesn't work! This boss does not work! How did this get past playtesting? That's right, all the Simons were fucking bloat! All of it was bloat! All of it was fucking bloat that wasn't tested! So that way it made it feel more worth it! Hey, Vix, maybe I'll win now because I have someone else witnessing, like, ah! Everything was fine! I was having fun! I got to the temple level pretty fairly okay! But here, the boss is evil! The hitboxes make no sense! The game makes me mad! Again! Like it's the fucking moles! I thought we were free! I thought we were out. I thought we were out of the hellscape. But no. No, I'm back to being mad again, like it's Master King Coco, or like a lot of the chunks of Pac-Man, or some of the bosses in the Oracle game for some reason, or Monkey Ball in like half of the game. Am I just bad at video games now more than I was like a freaking couple years ago? Or have games just gotten more ass? I don't know. Sometimes I literally cannot fucking tell. It's a lot of this is so unfair and it's pissing me off. Like, I know I'm supposed to dodge, but I can't judge how high I have to jump when to time it, because DK's jump just barely goes over the boss, and you can still be hit by thin fucking air, and you can't heal in mirror mode because the game originally, you could not take damage at all. So of course it disabled the hearts, because you literally can't use them anyway! I made it to the third phase once. Once. Most was in the first phase being jank and hell. He's done. What the fuck?! Why did that count me running to the wall and bonking into it and ate my jump again? Game! Remember, if you're doing time trials, you'll be able to hit this boss as fast as humanly possible. And sometimes, that doesn't work! Fuck! I have died more times here than the moles. I've died more here than that fucking temple. The stupid freaking temples. Spike one and the barrel one. Sometimes he opens up for a long period of time so you can jump on him. Sometimes he closes instantly. You get hit when it's out of your fucking control. What is wrong with this game, dude? What is wrong with this fucking game? Every time! Why is the plumbing squeaking? What is going on? Why is everything fucking up? God. I'm losing my mind here. I don't get it. Like every game I've played as of late, except for maybe Legends EA, has pissed me off to no end for no reason. I'm not even trying. Fuck that. Not worth the risk. Because I missed a hit opportunity for that because that was a long one. And I didn't know because sometimes it does multiple. It's not consistent between rounds. So I can't tell if it's going to go close super fast and do another round of that, or if we're just going to do the one round. He can't make up his damn mind. It makes me so mad. So I'm losing this shit. It's not even my fault. Because the game can't communicate shit. See, now that closed instantly. You see that? But that one was fine. You have to hope for the fast cycles you're doing time trials because you have to hit him then. No other time will do. So sick and tired of this game, dude. So sick and tired of it. I'm too deep in to stop, you know? I'm too far in. Ugh. I'm gonna die here and do the entire fight again. From the very start, and not get back here for the rest of the stream. Ugh. Ooh, you son of a bitch! You son of a bitch! You son of a bitch! Ooh! 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 Banana! Ooh! Banana! Oh my fucking god. My god! Get out of here! Go away! Fuck! And you wonder why I don't care for Souls-likes, because it's that. It's basically that kind of shit. That's the entire game. And also, I guess the game's more built around with dodge rolls. You can't do that here very well. Maybe don't. Maybe Souls-likes are better than this, but... Ooh. Wonder why the direct didn't click with me. Oh, there you go. Celebratory water. In time for maybe like one more level. Hooray! I thought we'd maybe have time for like half of World 7, but no. I had to be stuck on a boss for half an hour because the game says hitboxes, they don't need to make sense. Even the temple in that world was fine. I actually was having fun with it. I was telling the story of the one-year survival multiplayer world. And the stories of... the stories of... Gotta add to the lighthouse. And Pinkstone. And the argument between whether a city was in Sweden or Finland. And it was funny. And now we're here wondering what the hell the point of any of this is. We get to experience this bop of a freaking song. Back to having fun again. So, hey Vex, since you're here, now that I've calmed down from the boss that gave me... again. How did you feel about the Direct? I know you got your Deltarune announcement. Happy for you for that, but I don't really care that much personally. It wasn't really much for me, honestly. Because I was already gonna get Rhythm Heaven. I still have to play DK Bonanza, and I'm probably... Honestly, I might play that off stream. Because I feel like that game's gonna be pretty big. So... I think I gotta maybe cool it a little bit with larger games. Most of the games I've been playing as of late have been fairly decently long. They're going for a couple months, like 2-hour limit. And I've been holding on to games just for stream potential, and I feel like it's not the best way to do things. Like yes, I do want to stream games. I sometimes do have problems figuring out what I want to stream, but I feel like I haven't had enough times where I just play a game just for the sake of wanting to have fun with the game, you know? Not for stream's sake, you know? So, like, I think Bonanza is gonna be one of those games where I just play off stream when I get it. Maybe it'll be like Odyssey, where I eventually do come back and play it when I'm more experienced and get through it faster and can show how much I do enjoy the game and all that. Like, I feel like some games I think have been going a little too long, and a lot of games I wish I could play for longer than 2 hours at a time. I upped the Pokemon lane to 3 hours, so I know they're going to be longer games. It's going to be the case for when Generation 10 comes out, but I don't want every game to take, like, 3 months to go through. I don't want to increase stream length constantly, because I do want to still be able to be free during late-night gaming sessions with friends. And there are still games I want to play, and I want to play more than 2 hours at a time of, you know? And I think even with the limitations brought upon by the lack of interest in things for the directs, like, I think there's still going to be games I just want to play on my own. And I haven't done that enough recently, I don't think. Not really. I've been focusing too much on just streaming games. I want to, like, back before I was really just doing a bunch of streaming stuff, I played a lot of games just by myself, just for the fact I wanted to play the games. I wanted to have fun. Got through Odyssey in the span of a week, because I just kept playing. I kept playing more, and I wanted to keep playing. I didn't limit myself to 2 hours and then not play for a week, you know? And I feel like stuff like Bonanza, where it has the gameplay style it does, and the freaking art mode. Like, I might stream the art mode as, like, a separate thing. That could be something I could do. I wouldn't mind doing that, like a little art stream. That'd be fun. But for the main game itself, I probably won't be streaming my first playthrough of it. I'm thinking my first playthrough of Bonanza, I just play on my own. There are some games where I just have been playing them on my own because there's just been so much that it would just completely... I would either have to mess with my schedule or just focus on that for like a solid year. It's like, I played Tears of the Kingdom in my own time. I'm playing Mario Kart in my own time. I'm thinking Bonanza's gonna be one of those games too, and then, you know, kind of like Odyssey, I'll come back whenever I have more experience with the game, and I play the whole thing again on stream, because there's no doubt extra save files. At the very least, if I want to mess around with the art mode, I can do that on stream, because art streams are fun. It could be a little extra side filler thing, you know? I think that'd be neat. But, like, I haven't really had enough times where I just play a game on my own just for the sake of having fun playing a game. Not for streaming on the internet and, you know, I stream for 4 hours a week and then it's, you know, back on the shelf for a while. I can't play it again until next stream. I feel like I'm not going to be able to do that with Donkey Kong Bonanza. I'm really not. Because I really can't do that if I wanted to challenge stuff on it, and I don't even have the game yet, so... I hate the fact that DK challenge thing isn't just a thing that exists, you know? They had to make it a limited time thing, because DK has to be the mascot of Nintendo's limited time stuff. And, like, even... I know I have a problem. I've had a problem before trying to figure out what to stream. And honestly, there's a little bit of that still. But now that I have a Switch 2 console and I have access to Switch 2 upgrades and everything, like I already said, I'm going back and playing Forgotten Land. I was gonna play Forgotten Land a lot sooner, and then they announced a Switch 2 edition. And I didn't want to play without playing a Switch 2 stuff. And that is gonna be next on the docket. I'm playing Kirby next. So obviously I'm playing that on stream. And I've played the main game before. so I don't have to worry about having to take forever trying to play that game, because I know what I'm doing for most of it. And you still get the new reaction to me playing Switch 2 content, because outside of the announcements, I've not really seen anything of the new stuff. I've avoided spoilers as much as I possibly can, and because it's been so long since the Switch 2 edition of Kirby came out, there's not that much internet discourse anymore about it, so I've been able to hide from spoilers pretty effectively. So, you know, I still get plenty of that first-time reaction fun, you know? I don't want it to be every game I play, you know? Like, I'm thinking, like, Forgotten Land Switch 2 Edition? Yeah, that's a stream. Yoshi's Mysterious Book? I think I'll stream that when I get it. Bonanza? No. Don't think I'm gonna stream that one. The new Pokemon, Generation 10? I think I will stream Generation 10 because I stream the Gen 9 DLC, and I stream ZA. With the knowledge I will be doing longer streams for that. I think, honestly, my whole thing with Legend ZA is I always try to aim for 3 hours instead of 2. And that worked out well. But I think Generation 10 is just going to be a larger game in general. Like, I think ZA was a smaller game than Gen 9 was, maybe around the scale of the DLCs, right? I still have yet to go back and get the DLC for ZA anyway, so that's a stream thing in the future anyway. But I'm thinking for Generation 10. I'm gonna squish me. But I'm thinking for Generation 10. I think when I get Gen 10, I think I will go in a similar format to Legend ZA. But the streams will maybe start earlier and go longer. I won't start at 6:30. And maybe I'll start an hour earlier and go for 4 hours. Because the games are going to be overall larger. I don't want to do this with every game. I think 2 hours is generally okay for my streams most of the time. I don't want to force longer streams. Unless it's some big thing, like, you know, Pokemon, a big RPG. It's understandable that I'll be streaming for longer with those. Like, I also still want to play some of these games on my own time. Like, I played Tears of the Kingdom in my own time. I was not going to stream that because I would be streaming that for a solid year, probably, because that game is huge. So, you know, keep that in mind. So, yeah. And it's not like I won't have stuff I can't... I still have stuff I can stream in the meantime. I still have a lot of stuff on NSO, and they're still adding more to it. I still have Kirby. We're gonna have the reveal of the next Sonic game probably coming up. And even if I do run out of things I actually want to stream, I still have Dunsparce to do for filler. I still have other games I could play, you know? It's not like I'm in a drought of streaming content, especially now that I have a Switch 2. It's opened the door for me a little bit. So, opportunities are now here. And in fact, I'm thinking I might stream Pikuniku 1. Because I knew Wanya would like the sequel being announced. He freaked out over that. But I had no real emotional attachment to it because I didn't play the first one. But with Wanya given high recommendations of it, and with it being only $2 on the eShop, I think I'm gonna actually get it. I think when I get Kirby, I'll pick up Pikuniku as well. Unless I say pick up as if I'm getting the physical version. I'm getting the Switch 2 edition. I'm going to the eShop for that. I'm buying DLC. So like, I think while I'm getting the Kirby DLC, I'll pick up Pikuniku. I'll play that at some point. And then if I like it a lot, and based on what Wanya said, I think I will. I might play the second one as well. That's another game. A lot of this. That's a retroactive, positive reaction to that direct for me. Mainly because, what? Oh my gosh! I didn't realize Cranky would fall asleep. Well, I'm sorry if my plans are boring you. I understand if the direct maybe did, but okay. Okay, so for the most part doesn't update my upcoming plans. I'm interested in some of that stuff. Honestly, maybe the direct wasn't as bad as I let it on with my initial reaction. But, like, I feel like there wasn't really anything at the time I was super excited about. Jesus Christ, don't do that. I know we're over 2 hours. You know what? I'll do one more level while I talk about, like, my general thoughts on the direct again. Because you weren't here for the beginning of the stream where I talked about that, and you weren't here for the reaction, because I think you were busy at the time. I reacted late because the internet did not cooperate for me that day, so... I assume you were busy then. It would have been nice if we could have a little discussion about that back then, but, you know. Now we can. I feel like the direct was mainly a disappointment on my end. Because there really wasn't that much I really wanted to get that I, like, wasn't already going to. Like, there's a lot of third-party stuff, but most of it was Souls-likes or JRPGs, and I don't really care that much about those. Actually, not Souls-likes. You see how much I get pissed off at this game for being a little bit jank with its difficulty. You think I can handle a game that's just basically Kaizo boss fights the game? No, I cannot handle that. I would not be able to handle that at all. No. I don't think my blood pressure could take it. You were asleep at the time. Ooh, time zones. I forgot that was possible. I mean, you should have heard directs before when I reacted to them, and they were even earlier, so I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to. It's a bit wacky. I need to reel in my expectations when people are online. This is the world we live in. Yeah, I still have okay. Yeah, I was already gonna get Rhythm Heaven. I was already gonna get Bonanza. I still have yet to get it. I want to play it. I'm gonna play it off stream. So I think it's just gonna be one of those games where I want to enjoy it in my own time. I haven't been too many games to just play on stream, you know? And there's nothing that says I can't go back and play it on stream later. When I'm more experienced and I feel like I can do it within a certain amount of time. That was a quick level. Okay. I put a lot of stuff on my bingo card that was probably a little bit, like, much. I'll admit, I definitely put a lot of, like... I probably should expect a lot of stuff to put on there, but that's kind of the point. But at the same time, I was maybe expecting to see, hopefully, one thing on there. Like... A Mario Maker 2 Switch 2 Edition maybe wasn't super... I don't know. That could have happened. Like, 3D Mario definitely is going to be like a next direct thing at earliest. Like... I'll put a lot of series on there that have like no chance of showing up in case I get lucky and they do revives from these series. We saw what happened with Rhythm Heaven and Tomodachi Life with the same frickin' direct. I wasn't expecting something huge like that again, but like, I was expecting something, you know? But I guess since Yoshi Mysterious Book's coming out, it's already out, dude. Come on, time is stupid. We have Star Fox is coming out like 2 weeks from now. They announced that in a frickin' Shadow Drop Direct of all things. It's freaking weird. I don't get Nintendo sometimes. I was just hoping to be a little something more, you know? Like, whether it be, like, this rumored Wario game, or the Robobot port that people are rumoring about too, or, like, a Switch 2 edition or something, like, there was, like, nothing there that I was super excited about. Like, the last few directs, I feel like, you know, general directs, I felt there was at least something I was super excited about. And mostly it was Mario, don't get me wrong. But there was at least something where I was, like super excited about it. But, like, nothing really caught my eye on this one. Outside of things I was already planning on getting anyway. And then, you know, Kingdom Hearts 4 announcing it's going to be on Switch 2 absolutely mogged everything else, apparently. I don't even play Kingdom Hearts, but, you know, good for you. That game's supposedly out of development hell now? I don't know. I don't think we have a release date on that one yet. It's just going to be on Switch 2 as well, so it makes sense to put it on the Nintendo Direct instead of earlier on. So, whatever. But I feel like I got, like, better reactions out of stuff from the other showcases than the Direct, which is very strange. Because usually it's the other way around, where it's the other things I don't care about, and then Nintendo hits it out of the park. I guess Rayman and Spyro kind of scared them? I don't know. I mean, Rayman did show up in the Direct as a little thing, but, like... Come on. Now, Rayman, that's probably a game I'm gonna stream. That's probably a stream-worthy game. Whether it be the remake of Legends or the included port of Origins they also include on the thing, which is really cool. I do like that. 2 games for the price of 1? That's an amazing deal! And especially because I want Rayman to succeed. And I really have not played enough Rayman. As in, like, none of it. I've played some Rabbids things, but I really should have played more Rayman, and I'm glad I'm gonna have the opportunity to, you know? Like, I've watched TRG play Origins and Legends, and I want to play those, but I never got a chance to get the games myself. Now I can. And I've seen people really, like ever since the announcement of the remake of Legends, people have been, like, gassing up Rayman, generally being like, dude, like, if you like Sonic stuff, and the momentum-based gameplay, you're gonna really love Rayman. And I've seen people play it, and it's like super smooth. It is super smooth on gameplay. I think I'm gonna really like it. I think I'm gonna like it. But that's not gonna come out for a bit. I got time. It's not like I have nothing I can play on stream or anything. So, like, I can still afford to play Bonanza off stream and be fine. But yeah, games I want to stream in the future. I'm going to be playing Kirby Swiss 2 Edition next. I want to play Yoshi the Mysterious Book. Rayman. What else? Rhythm Heaven I'm not, because that game is so rhythm and music focused. I don't think it'd be good stream material, because I'd just be silent a lot of the time, trying to focus. It would not be the best game for streaming. Not with the way I do it. So yeah, we're almost done with this. I think next stream will put us in World 8, and then maybe we finish next week. Which, if I'm checking my schedule and such, assuming things go well in the next couple streams, the game we might be done with Mirror Mode on my birthday. Which is crazy. That'd be a fun surprise, wouldn't it? So yeah. So I know what I'm gonna be streaming in the future. For now, at least. I'm leaving some games to just play on my own and not limiting myself to just streaming everything I play, you know? Because some games are just gonna be too large for that. Plus, I've been wanting to play Bonanza for so long, and now they actually have the console for it. I can actually play it. Alright, anyway, streams are running along. Tomorrow on Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, we have the rest of World 7. I think I can skip 7-R. I think 7-R I could skip because it's not going to matter. Yeah, there's no mirror mode. I can skip that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4... I can just go in the freaking menu. What am I doing? So we have the latter half of the factory with the boss. The boss I'm not looking the most forward to. Wow, 7-R isn't even on the freaking summary. Wow. All of World 8, which we're not finishing that tomorrow. And then we have World 9, which is mostly, I think, actually gonna be okay. 9-9 is gonna be the last big hurdle, and it's not a boss. And I mainly beat that with just DK anyway, so I just need to get hit less, and then I win. I'm not gonna say we're... Last time I said we were out of the friggin' hellscape. And everything's gonna get better. It got worse again with the stupid boss in World 6. I don't want to speak again on that. I don't think that World 7's boss is gonna be as bad. I don't remember fully how to fight it either, so... That one might take me a bit. But the rest of the world here should be fine, and World 8 should go pretty smoothly mostly, too. What was World 7's long letter name? Treacherous Track. What was that one? What was World 7's again? I guess I'll find out tomorrow. So yeah, tomorrow we finish up World 7 and maybe start World 8, depending on how well things go. I hope, for real, we are out of the worst parts of the final boss. Next week, the final boss is probably going to be the real hard thing. Not to do most of that with just DK anyway, because you don't get your friend back whenever you lose your first life. It's a little annoying. But I have less hearts and I can't heal, so I have to hope I can do it. And it was a toughie before. Part of me thinks I should save the final boss to the very end, but at the same time, I'd be doing that right after 9-9. I don't think that's a good idea. So we'll just do it when we get to it, you know? But yeah, we'll just do the rest of World 7 next time. Hope there's no weird shenanigans, like if I go back to the home menu for my album. Wait for it. I don't know what happened there. But that was the first major hiccup the game seemed to have today. And then for some reason, it disconnected my controllers, and, you know, then the World 6 boss happened. So this game has not been playing nice. It has been fighting back because I dare criticize the direct. Oh well. Yeah, tomorrow is going to be more of this, and probably some of the better parts, because I remember liking the factory. 4 levels. The temple. The boss. Lots of World 8. And I don't remember what World 7's was. World 8 was like the weird enemy rush thing, and that was a very smooth one, originally. I don't think that temple's going to be so bad. I don't remember this one. And I could just go in and check and then back out immediately, but I think we're going to wait till next stream when we're done with the main levels here. So we'll see that tomorrow. I'm going to go eat. And then, you know, back to doing some late night gaming. I got to check up on my Archipelago stuff. Perseverance 2 has been speeding up a lot lately, so I got to make sure I'm up to date on that. So I got to prep for the next round of that. It's going to last like a year at this rate. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Farewell.